It is safe to assume you are aware of the infamous dog Smile or Smile.Jpg picture. If not, you might understand where I'm coming from a little bit better if you look into it, then come back. This is my own personal account, if you believe it or not. I recently felt very inspired by the picture known as Dog Smile, and I felt like painting my own version of it. Let me start by saying that these are more possible factors in my story than just the reaction, but it started the worst of it. My house has always been possibly supernatural activity, but nothing big and nothing aggressive or threatening. Just simple things like the sounds of footsteps and something being dragged, voices, and my sister swears that she saw a floating face one night. Though spooky, nothing we felt to be entirely evil. Then one night, about a week ago, I started painting on my version of Smile.Jpg. In the painting, I needed something that looked dingy and almost as if the painting was dried up. I do not say this next part to sound dark or emo or anything. It's just the best way I can do the effect, or what I believed. I cut my hand and mixed my blood with the paint. I almost was going to use a filter on top. I am part Native American, and in their belief, in most religions, actually, blood contains the power of a soul. Blood detonates life, and therefore, you are to never share or take blood in fear of mixing one's soul. I am never one to be that superstitious, and I have not done it to a handful of paintings before this. I won't be doing that anymore. I finished the painting around 1 in the morning and put it above the closet door. That night, I woke up twice to a low rumbling noise, almost as if a large dog was growling beside my bed. Being the chicken I am, I remained in my bed and didn't move. The noise would only last around 5 to 7 seconds, and I passed it off as possibly the heater had some issues and caused it to rumble at the moment. The next 2 nights, the same noise happened. Each night, it became more frequent. On the 3rd night, I saw the dog's eyes inch from my face, and then they disappeared. I told myself it was a dream caused by the placebo effect of me worrying that the painting was behind it all. The next night, the eyes shut up again, but the smile was there as well. This time, a low braying sound was barely audible. The 5th night was when I knew it wasn't all in my mind. I slept all night without being woken by the noise or anything. That is until 4 in the morning. It all happened in a flash, yet I could still see it in my mind perfectly. The memories are making my hands shake as I type this. As I lay in bed, I hear a loud noise, like wood snapping in a roar. My eyes bursted open to see what looked like a black wolf pouncing upon me. As the creature touched me, it seemed to evaporate into thin air, and my chest was filled with pain. As I looked down, I saw the pain where the pain had come from. My chest now had 3 large gashes down it, but oddly enough, there was never a drop of blood that came from it. It was easily deep enough to bleed, but it stung as if it burned instead of a cut. I didn't know what to do. I was scared and didn't want to be with the painting anymore. I ran from my house and drove to my friend's house at 4 in the morning. He still didn't believe me about it, says I did it to myself to try and scare him. No one really believes me, and I doubt I would if it hadn't happened to me. The painting is now in my shed. I was going to burn it and throw it away, but I have an old friend who is a preacher coming down in a week to check it out first. I have been in the shed only once since. I locked it away in there, and it felt as if I was being watched. The air felt thick, and I got nauseous when I was in there with the painting. Now I'm just waiting to get rid of it, but I fear the memories will never leave me.